Hey guys, it's Taku. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back also to the fourth, I believe, summer film spotlight for 2021. Today we are looking at the Gkids release of Children of the Sea, which was brought to us by director Ayumu Watanabe, and it is produced by Studio 4 Degrees C. It is also based off of the manga of the same name by Daisuke Igarashi, and I believe the manga is quite popular, and that's how at least I knew about this before hearing about this 2019 drama, mystery, supernatural film. Children of the Sea follows Ruka, this girl on the cover. She is our main character, and she's kind of having a falling out with her family. She's not super friendly with her alcoholic mom, and her dad lives away, or at least works different. It's a complicated situation. But summer has just begun for her, and she loves playing sports, and she's recently kicked off of her sports team for basically elbowing a teammate in the face. She's kind of got a feisty streak in her, and she struggles at sharing her emotions. But being kicked off the team draws her back to the aquarium where her dad works. She used to visit there all the time as a kid, and while she is there, she meets Umi, who is a young boy. He's got a knack for swimming. His swimming quite honestly resembles flying in the water, but there's a lot more to Umi than meets the eye, especially when you meet his other brother, Sora. The two brothers and Ruka eventually take adventures out in the ocean, swimming around, getting a feel for what life is like under the sea. And this is kind of where the story gets its supernatural twist from, because the boys clearly are not quite all the way human, but they are not like mermaids either. They're kind of in between. The plot really kicks in though when a lot of the fish around the world, lots of marine wildlife, start showing up in Japan and then also going missing. And this prompts the main story that heavily involves Umi and Sora and eventually Ruka. So it's got one half adventure and fun and just playing around in the sea, and then the other half is very serious contemplation, discussion about life and the universe and higher existence. And honestly, the film is a bit of a mess. It is absolutely breathtaking to watch. Studio 4 Degrees C, or at least it's 4 Degrees C, so I don't know how to pronounce it, but they have knocked the animation for this out of the park. You can just see some of the art here. They're not only doing a great job at replicating the manga's art style, at least from what I've seen, but they have taken the artistic liberty of just putting everything into motion. The colors are vivid, the waves are just rolling, the sea creatures, the life, it's just so full of color and it's vibrant, and watching this film definitely makes you feel alive. And the musical score just as well accompanies this tsunami of emotions that come from just watching these characters playing around, and then also what happens a little later in the film. The reason I'm a bit hesitant to describe more about the plot is because, well, one, it's story and spoiler, but also I kind of don't really know what happened. And that's really weird for me to say. Like, I still recommend watching this movie, and I'll talk more about my recommendations at the end, but it is a film that is best just visually watched. Like, if you are looking for something that is just drop dead, just gorgeous, and will absolutely consume your eyes, like every part of this is a very sensational experience, then I think you'll definitely love this film. At least from an experimental, like, art house standpoint, it does feel very much like an indie film. But if you're going for like a super concrete plot and story and character motive, you might want to look elsewhere, or at least look towards the manga, because yeah, the film is sometimes just kind of weird. Is it like bad for me to say that? In fact, right after watching the movie, I went ahead and looked online just to see some of the criticism gave toward it, because I had the same thoughts going into it as I did kind of like going out of it. Like, I remember people saying that it was kind of a weird movie, and then when I finished it, I was like, oh yeah, that was something else. And a lot of the supernatural feel from this comes with this cosmic connection part. It's like really the last like 20 minutes, 25 minutes of the film that really takes you kind of out of the character emotional stuff, and it's just art. Like, so much of this part of the film, but then also, now that I think about it, various parts of the film, there's just no dialogue. It's just scenery, it's just movement, it's motion, it's just life and nature. And that's what makes the finale so hard to describe, because no one's talking, no one's saying anything. Instead, it's just seizuristic flashes of light and color and explosions just all over the place. Visually it is stunning. It's almost indescribable. A quote from the Telegraph on the back of here says that it leaves you gulping for breath, and that is so true. I was watching this and I felt like dehydrated while watching it. Like, that's so funny. But it's also, again, very philosophical. It really started to make sense for me when you got past the credits. After the credits, stick around because there is an ending scene that really ties it all together. And watching that, I was like, okay, this starts to make a little bit more sense now about the connection to nature, the universe, the two friends that she makes, even just how she goes about navigating her own life and just trying to find happiness. It's got a happy ending, don't get me wrong, but the realization point comes at that 20-minute just bleh chaos. So if you're able to kind of grasp it and stick around, just, throw your line in and just see what you can get a hold of, and hopefully you don't let go and lost in the crashing waves of it all. But yeah, this pretty much concludes my thoughts over Children of the Sea from Gkids. I definitely think everyone should at least try watching it, just because, again, it is so visually stunning, and if you happen to get the message of it by the end, or if you walk away with some stuff about it, great on ya. And if you don't, well, I don't think anyone's gonna fault you, because it's kind of a weird movie. It's a bit of a weird one. Looking through the back of this now, and it also says that the score is from the legendary composer Joe Hisaishi, who is, of course, Studio Ghibli fame. He did the music for Spirited Away. So if you're watching it, for the visuals, you can also have it for the music. So you know what? Maybe you could just watch it for those. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Definitely subscribe to stick around. I've got more summer film spotlights like this coming. We are in the heat of summer. It's 100 degrees where I'm at every single day. And so hopefully I'll be able to roll out more of these seaside ocean fun related videos. I'm thinking like Lou Over the Wall, maybe Ride Your Wave. But yeah, comment below if you definitely want to see a film, and I'll see if I can get it out there. But thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe for more, and till next time.